It is Wednesday, May 20th, 2015. Welcome back to a very special edition of CBS This Morning from the very top of One World Trade Center.
Yeah, we've got more real news ahead and a visit from Anderson Cooper.
And we celebrate David Letterman's legacy with some of his favorite guests. But first, here's a look at today's eye-opener at 8.
So many questions remain. When will the full list of vehicles be complete? When will the fixes get made? And will they work?
A tornado came through Runaway Bay, and I'm walking on part of a roof that was peeled off an apartment building during the storm.
Cleanup contractors will determine how much oil has been spilled and how much the company involved will have to pay.
Hillary Clinton answered reporters' questions on Tuesday for the first time in nearly a month.
I want those emails out.
That cruise liner came to an abrupt stop about 50 minutes into its return trip, disabled and without power.
The Late Show has been very tight-lipped about what they have planned for tonight, but you can bet there'll be plenty of surprises.
I can't wait for tonight.
The closer it gets, though, you get a little choked up.
My fellow New Yorkers, come up here.
Yes.
Because it gives you a real appreciation of just the wonder.
You'll notice over here the building is being built around you, and then all of a sudden we're at the top.
Kansas, the LA. Anyone else need water? This is the last water in California. Order a well-done burger. Of course you didn't, because no one would. There you go. Enjoy your dry experience.
This morning's Eye Opener at 8 is presented by Walgreens.
I'm Charlie Rose with Gail King and Nora O'Donnell. We are in the new One World Observatory on the 102nd floor of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow, and it is quite a bird's eye view.
And it's very, very, very high up. Somebody who comes here every day says, no matter how challenging, he walks in, and Jared is his name, looks out and takes a minute to appreciate and how grateful he is to be in this building.
We can see for a long distance here, and you see the majesty of the city.
Yeah.
It means a lot to have this city back.
It really does. They said it's about moving forward, and we're certainly doing that in this building.
This morning, millions of car owners are about to see the largest auto recall in American history. It could be the biggest consumer recall of any kind.
The order to replace potentially dangerous airbags is expanding from 17 million vehicles to nearly 35 million. So that is 1 out of every 4 on the road in this country. Those faulty airbags are linked to 5,000 deaths and more than 100 injuries.
The leaders of several national cancer charities face federal charges this morning, accused of conning donors into a multi-million-dollar scam. There are 4 charities involved. The Federal Trade Commission says they told donors that contributions would go directly to patients. Well, instead of more than $187 million raised, less than 3% went toward people fighting cancer. The rest went to telemarketers, events and perks for employees and friends. 2 of the charities have agreed to close their doors. The others are banned from fundraising. So upsetting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Joining us now on the 102nd floor of One World Trade Center. That's very high up when you're not feeling heights like Anderson Cooper. We are kindred spirits on that. CNN's Anderson Cooper is also a correspondent for 60 Minutes. He's a New York native who has covered stories all around the world, but never from all the way from up here. Hey, Anderson.
Hey, good morning.
So I know you were nervous because I know, like me, you're a little jarred by
I don't like heights, that is true.
So what did you think? Were you nervous coming in here? What were you thinking?
No. Oddly enough, once you're here, it doesn't. I have no sense of vertigo at all. There's kind of a strength to this building, and it's a bold building, and I can actually see my house from here, and I've been watching this building go up, and it's so inspiring. I got to say, to be here, it's inspiring in a way I didn't even anticipate.
You've lived in New York all your life.
I have.
What do you think it means to New Yorkers?
I think it's a cliche to say it's a rebirth, but I think it is a rebirth in many ways, and I think
that shot as we talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just extraordinary. The view from here is unlike any other that I've ever seen, and it really gives you a sense of the history of New York, of why New York, why Manhattan is where it is, the geography of it, and you really feel rooted in the history and the. Often in New York, it's hard to get a sense of a place. You know, you don't see much sky, but here you see it all, and it's I mean, you literally see the curvature of the Earth. It's amazing.
You can see from the Hudson to the East River.
Yeah,
in one look.
yeah, exactly.
You can't quite see Russia, but almost. Is that your building?
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Is that your building? That 4-story one
Yes.
right there in between the trees?
Yes.
That old firehouse.
That old firehouse.
I
thought
live
that
in an old
was it.
firehouse, and
I thought that was
it took me a second. I was like, there it is. I got very excited.
And you have a firehouse, so you have a fire pole?
I've got a pole on every floor.
He does.
Yes, I
Really?
do.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Anybody ever use it?
I was telling you before, yes, after when you live in a place, you don't really use it that much, but whenever I have guests over and have a party, everyone wants to slide down my pole, so I have the honor of saying that Madonna slid down my pole, but literally, she slid down
Beauty
my
of New York City.
Yeah.
So let me tell one of the things you're doing, are you going around the country with Andy Cohen?
I am.
He's still doing that?
That's true. Andy Cohen and I, we just sold out the Chicago Theater in Chicago.
And so what do you talk about?
It's a good question. It's kind of just like a night of hanging out with Andy and I, and it's a behind-the-scenes
I'd
look
pay
at the
for
world
this.
of
I
pop
really would.
culture and pop culture and world events. And he's the pop culture guy. I'm the world events guy. But it's just fun. It's a really funny evening.
Let me ask you, do you ever get nervous? Because this is the thing about Andy. You never know where, and you too, to some extent, you never know where he's going to go. So
Right.
there's a couple times when he starts talking, you go, oh God, please don't go there, please don't go
he
there.
and
And he goes there.
Right. Well, it's like you and Oprah. He and I know each other for so long. We know where all the bodies are buried,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
he'll start telling.
tell.
He'll prod me to tell a story, or I'll ask him something, and I'll see what version of it he's going to tell. Like, is he really going to go there? How far is he going to go? So. We're going to be in Atlanta June 20th, and then a whole bunch of dates in the fall.
Are you
Anderson,
surprised
can you think
people are
about
paying to come see you?
I'm surprised people are just coming out, but they're really having
I'm
a fun
not.
time.
I'm with Charlie. I would
I'm
go
telling
see
you, Chicago, I've never seen anything like it. The Chicago Theater was, 2,500 people. A lot of ladies who had gone out for like a ladies' night out drinking.
Some libation.
There was a lot of alcohol going around, a lot of catcalling. I mean, it was really, I was like,
Anderson, we have to
amazing.
talk about Letterman. It's his last night
I
tonight. I know
I'm-
you've been on the show many times.
I love David Letterman. I mean, I am such a fan, and I, as a kid, would stay up late, on school nights in my room, with the sound down, so nobody heard that I was, up at 1 a.m. or whenever it was, watching him. I'd go to school with bags under my eyes.
That was the Late Show first.
Yeah, the Late Show.
Yeah.
And, I love doing his show. When you're on his show, it's unlike any others, because a lot of those shows, you get a pre-interview with a producer, and they stick pretty close to what they say they're going to do.
And then
David Letterman, you go out there and you've been told in advance, oh, David really wants to talk about Iraq, and I'll come out, and then he asks me about clean coal, which is not top of my list of things I'm all that great on.
Well,
So-
Dave, I was just reading about that, so I'm happy you asked.
Yes, exactly right. Oh, clean coal, absolutely, Dave. Let me tell you. But it's and he's just so, all the things that everybody on late night does now. All these kind of viral moments people try to create. He was creating before there was something to show viral moments on.
Yeah.
He took late night from behind the desk and took it out.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, you think about all those, the sponge suit he wore, the Velcro suit. I mean, just all those moments.
And
Larry
so smart.
Bud Melman.
And so smart. That's the
Yes.
thing that I like about Dave.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
And you can tell something about him by looking at who his favorite guests are.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Like
And
Bill
also,
Murray.
I like that as much as we feel we know him, we don't really know him. And that know that he has this whole life that beyond what we know, and I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
As opposed to we know everything about you.
Right, but in this day and age where everybody's like
got
on
a
Twitter
poll,
and on
yeah.
Instagram,
That's right,
I'm
that's
glad
true.
he's
Julia
not.
Roberts said she'd never seen him outside the studio.
I'm sure you never see him before you go on. You never see him after. I like that.
Yeah.
And you work with Jenny Licht?
I do. Yes, she's awesome.
I hear she's lovely.
She's very good. Yes.
Tell her I said hey.
I
She
will.
taught her husband everything he knows.
Yes. Good to see you,
Anderson.
Anderson.
Hey, great to
really
see you.
good.
Thank you for coming to New Heights with
You
us.
guys should be here every morning. It's
I know.
awesome.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
We'll work on it. Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you. All right, to see
You
more.
hear that, Les?
All right, to see more of this incredible view, just go to our CBS This Morning Twitter page. We've been posting pictures all morning. Plus, we're about to start the first ever Periscope stream from One World Observatory. So
We're doing
follow-
that too?
Yes, we are.
Amazing what we can do
Yes,
today.
I know.
Follow CBS This Morning on Twitter. to watch.
I actually have Periscope.
Yeah. Gail?
I actually have it.
Gail, it's your read.
okay. Only on, sorry, only
I'll
on,
do it if you want.
I got Periscope right here.
Hey, this is live.
Okay, only on CBS this morning. Sorry, Nora. We have more of Charlie's interview with the original Mr. Dreamy. That would be George who, Anderson?
George Clooney,
George
the guy
Clooney,
who's
of course.
stealing my
Yes,
silver hair.
taking all your looks. Here at One World Observatory, I had the Oscar winner talks about making a difference in the world and whether he wants children at home. I hope the answer is yes. But first, it's 8:09 moving into 8:10. 8:10, time to check your local weather.
Thanks, Gail. We're off to a sunny start, cool and breezy today. No rain in the forecast. It's going to be dry, just a few fair weather clouds. Notice the dew point has dropped. That means our comfort level has gone up a little bit. Winds are going to stay out of the northwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher than that. Into the mid-50s for Rockville, White Oak, Laurel, and Bowie. You're at 60 degrees. Your high today back to the mid-70s.
WUSA 9 News is sponsored in part by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
This morning's Eye Opener at 8, sponsored by Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
Join Red Nose Day, a national event to help lift children out of poverty. It's easy. Support Red Nose Day at Walgreens and start making a difference. It's a good laugh for a good cause, and it all starts at Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
Celebrating the legacy of a late-night legend after more than 3 decades on the air.
We brought a brand of comedy and humor to our culture that only he did and only he could do.
That's right. Oprah and other favorite guests of David Letterman reflect on his lasting influence as Dave prepares, to sign off tonight.
Don't go.
Don't go is right. I know.
Listen to Bill Murray.
I know. Bill Murray may sort of chain him down to the desk tonight. That's next on CBS This Morning.
Man, when I got shingles, it was something awful. It was like being blindsided by some linebacker. You don't see it coming. Boom! If you had chicken pox, that shingles virus is already inside of you. And it ain't pretty when it comes out. Now, I'm not telling you this so that you'll feel sorry for me. I'm just here to tell you that 1 out of 3 people are gonna end up getting shingles. I was one of them. So please, go talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
My school reunion. I don't know.
Who wants to play in Idaho?
Gotta get Milwaukee up to speed.
We win in Flint. We take the lead. We'll close the deal if we just show.
Should I stay or should I go?
When it's go to thenewchoicehotels.com, the site with the right room, rewards, and savings up to 20% when you book direct. choicehotels.com.
How does it feel to lose the first 10 pounds on Weight Watchers?
Let's go! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. But I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey.
Join for free at WeightWatchers.com and lose 10 pounds on us. Hurry. Offer ends June 1st.
Did you use the loo paper in there?
I did.
How was it?
It's good.
Why do you think that the ripples work?
Because it gets it all clean.
Are you so clean that you would go commando?
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel awesome.
Only Cottonelle has clean ripple texture, so you can go commando.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
More real news. That's our promise to you. CBS This Morning.
Tonight on WUSA 9, before he hit it big, the king of late night got his big break here in D.C. We've unearthed the video of Dave's first network variety show. See how it all began.
You'll be glad you did.
Tonight on WUSA 9 News at 11. WUSA 9 and The Washington Post, 2 powerful media teams have combined forces to share the strongest stories and the most important journalism, award-winning videos and pictures. WUSA 9 and The Washington Post, every day.
The Memorial Day savings start now at Mattress Discounters. Save up to $300 on a Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Plus, get a free gift card worth up to $300. But only at
Mattress Discounters.
Puerto Rico's healthcare system is on life support, putting 3.5 million Puerto Ricans at risk. It's an outrage. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens and pay the same Medicare taxes, but receive only half the federal healthcare funding as the other 50 states. The headlines tell the story.
Unfair treatment from Washington.
Thousands without medication.
It's a crisis that could imperil the whole economy.
Washington must act now to protect care for 3.5 million U.S. citizens before it's too late.
Play on it. Play on it. Save
the Memorial Day savings start now at Mattress Discounters. Get our lowest prices ever. Mattresses start at just $78.
This morning, some of Hollywood's biggest names are paying tribute to David Letterman's legacy of laughter as he wraps up his legendary career. Vladimir Duthier of our digital network CBSN joins us again from outside New York's Ed Sullivan Theater. Vlad, all right, good morning. Today's a day.
Good morning. Well, David Letterman has reigned as the king of late-night television longer than anyone else, leaving behind a legacy of laughter. And we asked some of Dave's favorite guests to share some of their fondest memories, and we had Oprah Winfrey, Alec Baldwin, Julia Roberts, Jimmy Kimmel, each talking about Dave's 33 years as a late-night host. Take a listen.
Is it going well? I know this is the first show, and I think this guy needs a little support. Dave Letterman.
He brought a brand of comedy and humor to our culture that only he did and only he could do.
Are you responsible for antennas? No. What about low muffler?
No. You just felt like he was running his own situation.
I'd like a quarter pounder.
Like a quarter pounder.
A half pounder.
And a half pounder.
A 3/4 pounder.
He was the one guy who seemed to be, hearing a different beat.
Oh!
Something about it spoke to me.
Yes, ma'am. I got a Big John's moving truck in front of me, and I'm calling to comment on his driving.
That show was very smart and very stupid at the same time.
Okay, we're going through an intersection. That's all right. So far, it's okay. All right.
Here's tonight's top 10 list.
Because of him, the whole culture now has its own top 10 list.
Glaciers are receding faster than Letterman's hairline.
Hey, wait a minute.
Because of him, we all now do stupid pet tricks with our own pet.
That's fantastic.
He can be wickedly funny, but he can also be very warm and heartfelt.
I was 57 when he was born.
No.
Yep, I was 57.
That's exactly what I am.
And I thought people must think I'm the biggest fool alive, but I don't care. I have loved every second of it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It really was a crapshoot if you would click with him or if he would fillet you like the Daily Special.
What are you saying?
No, I'm teasing
Are you being insulting?
Yeah.
Sweet would not be a word anyone would use to describe you.
Sometimes he could be a jerk, but in spite of that, everybody wanted to flirt with him.
I don't think it's possible really to emulate him, but I think that you see the guys that you do now only because there is a David Letterman.
By the way, my breasts are all natural.
Everything we do, at least everything I do, is heavily influenced by him and what he did.
Look at that.
You know, there's just whatever he does, there's just no one who does what he does.
Hi, who are you?
Yes, Dominic.
Yeah, what do you have there?
Pizza.
Can you take the pepperoni off the pizza and leave it on the sidewalk?
Fearless, original, always himself.
Just relax. The doctor will be in a minute.
And I think that is the absolute secret to connecting with an audience.
Well, can you tell us about your days with the Unabomber?
Whatever it is, you're bringing 100% of yourself.
Goodbye.
What you're gonna miss is a sense of honesty through humor.
More and more, you see like the mural and the Sistine Chapel on a, and it's too much.
I'm not going for the 16th Chapel. Look.
He didn't suffer fools, and he was always pretty honest.
Canadian high school.
I'll just miss his face. I'll miss his smile. I'll miss his goofy laugh. And I will miss the opening every night, hearing what he has to say about the world and what's going on in it, because it's really part of my cultural compass.
I got you a bag of very cheap, inexpensive alarm clocks. I got you a week's worth. Just throw them against the wall and smash them because you don't have to go to work anymore. I mean, Letterman is truly, in show business, there is no one like him. There is no one like him. And it's doubtful that there will ever be anybody like him again.
As for tonight's guest list, that is still a big secret. Nora?
Vlad, a secret, but I bet it'll be really good.
Or
But what a way
will
to
there be
go.
a guest?
I bet I would vote no. I bet you reflect. But what a way to go. Everybody wishing you well and cheering you on.
Absolutely.
And begging you not to go.
And begging you not to go.
All right, One World Trade Center stands at 1,776 feet. So what's it like being a window washer? We'll show you. That's next.
Pain from your day can haunt you at night. Don't let it. Advil PM gives you the healing sleep you need, helping you fall asleep and stay asleep so your body can heal as you rest. Advil PM for a healing night's sleep.
Introducing lunch at Outback every bloomin' day. Hurry in for all your Outback favourites. Plus new Aussie tacos, new savoury ribeye melt, and our delicious burgers. Over 70 lunch combinations starting at just $6.99. It's lunch at last every day at Outback.
Advanced design makes it easy to protect your dog or cat from fleas and ticks. Discover Seresto. With the performance you expect from topicals in a non-greasy collar, Seresto provides protection against fleas and ticks for 8 months. Seresto.
All the goodness of milk, all the deliciousness of Hershey's syrup. Squeeze, stir, share.
This is mineral buildup. It collects, leaving gross, germ-ridden stains. Clorox Toilet Bowl Cleaner with bleach is no match for that. But Lysol Power Toilet Bowl Cleaner eliminates mineral buildup effortlessly. So why choose anything other than Lysol?
Think fixing your windshield's a big hassle? Not with Safelite. Just go to Safelite.com. Tell us where and when you need us, and we'll come fix it right away. With Safelite, it's that easy. That's another Safelite advantage.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
He exposed it all.
Take down those stories about Maya's medical history, or I will destroy you.
But now, he could lose it all.
How could you?
Rick made his bed.
Rick is my family. Right and wrong mean nothing to you.
And Caroline returns.
I miss this.
The Bold and the Beautiful, weekdays, only CBS Daytime.
After 33 years and over 6,000 shows, Dave takes the stage one last time. The Late Show with David Letterman, the final show.
Do you worry sometimes about tomorrow? The Bible promises that God will meet our needs if we seek Him. Live one day at a time and trust God's promises.
As the next system moves in, make sure your vehicle is prepared. Rain, dirt, and sand. With the advanced technology of WeatherTech floor liners, your vehicle is protected against the elements. Laser measured for a perfect fit, front, back, and even up the sides. Simply go to WeatherTech.com and order your ultimate vehicle protection today. Or call 1-800-CarMats. Stay one step ahead of the weather with WeatherTech.
At Ashcraft & Jarrell, people ask us all the time what their case is really worth.
My car accident was worth double what the insurance company offered.
Their case is often worth a lot more than the insurance company says.
After a truck hit me, the insurance company offered me half of what my case was worth.
That's why it's important to call, to find out what your case is really worth.
After my work accident, the boss made me a low offer. I didn't know it was low until I called Ashcraft & Jarrell.
Ashcraft & Jarrell, 800-400-1949.
Is there an elk in your bed? With Sleep Number, now there's an adjustment for that. Only at a Sleep Number store. Right now, save $500 on the Memorial Day Special Edition mattress with Sleep IQ technology. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
WUSA 9 News is sponsored in part by Mercedes-Benz.
Where
102 floors above the ground here at One World Observatory. And just imagine what it's like to be a window washer for this tower, the tallest in the Western Hemisphere.
No thanks.
Yeah, can
That's
you
not a
imagine?
thrill
Look
I'd see.
closely.
Yeah,
You can see some of them hard at work on the 100th floor. That's just below where we are. And they do their jobs the old-fashioned way with soap and squeegees, but they clearly need nerves of steel to do their job.
I would need some Depends, Nora, so I'm going to leave it up to them. Ed, we'll hear the story of this building from the people who built it from the ground up. It's amazing every time you look out the window. You are watching CBS This Morning, and guess what? Your local news is next. We'll be right back.
Good morning, I'm Nick. Here's some stories we're following for you today. An interim superintendent is expected to be named sometime this afternoon by the Montgomery County School Board. The interim appointee will serve for the upcoming school year. Meanwhile, tonight, the Alexandria City Council is set to vote on the future location of the Potomac Yard Metro Rail Station. The proposed site is east of the existing Potomac Yard Retail Center. Now here's Allison with a look at your forecast.
Thanks, Nick. We're off to a great start. Take a look at this. Sunshine, cool weather, a nice little breeze out of the northwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to near 25. 63 degrees, that's it. We're headed to the 70s today, about 76 degrees. We reached our high temperature at midnight, but mid-70s, not too bad. 67 and rainy for tomorrow, but we're looking good for your holiday weekend. All right, here's Larry Miller with Time Saver Traffic.
Thank you, Allison. Looks like we have volume delays going on throughout parts of the metro. Couple that with accidents, and you got a bit of a mess out there right now. Again, we have an accident on the Anacostia Freeway, the southbound side at Nanny Helen Burroughs Avenue, causing some delays in that area. That's also known as DC 295, so we're asking drivers just use caution out in that area. The live looker right now shows you how things are shaping up on I-395. Looks like we've lost that picture. There you go. Just volume delays as you make your way toward the 14th Street Bridge.
Get a complete AZ checkup, just $49. My Plumber Heating and Cooling.
Memorial Day deals could be yours at Value City Furniture. It's easy. This week only get free delivery to your home, plus 48 months no interest financing when you spend just $19.99 and up. So let's review. Free delivery plus 48 months financing. Value City Furniture. Style comes easy.
I work in healthcare, a technology company.
I work in hospitality.
And the Society for Human Resource Management is working for us.
With 275,000 members, we're helping organizations thrive in a rapidly changing workplace. SHRM's competency-based certifications are setting the new standard, arming HR pros with skills that make the new workplace work.
Advancing HR.
So your workforce takes you where you want to go.
SHRM, the leading resource for human resources.
Six Flags America is bigger, with 10 thrilling coasters like the new Bourbon Street Fireball coming soon. Better, with millions of dollars in upgrades. And wetter, at the region's biggest and best free water park. Buy a 4-pack of gold passes, get free tickets plus free season parking on every pass. Memberships less than $6 each per month at SixFlags.com. Go Six Flags America. Now bigger, better, wetter than ever.
Why is this Memorial Day weekend the best time of the year to buy a Honda?
Because of the Memorial Day sales event. It's time when $149 a month can get you the 39-mile-per-gallon Honda Civic. Time when $199 a month can get a Honda Accord loaded with standard features others charge extra for. And time for financing down to 0.9% on your favorite Honda models.
With savings on the best overall brand, why settle for less than a Honda?
Hurry to your local Honda dealer for the Memorial Day sales event before it ends on Memorial Day.
Skin cancer is increasingly prevalent in the U.S. Everybody should be using a broad-spectrum sunscreen, and if they're going to be out for a long day in the sun, they should absolutely consider wearing a hat and UV-protected sunglasses. There are certainly some misconceptions about exposure to ultraviolet rays. Most people don't realize that on cloudy days and on cooler days, you're still susceptible to ultraviolet irradiation damage. Broad-spectrum sunscreen is the best way to protect yourself.
Visit Inova.org/skin. Sponsored by Inova. Join the future of health.
To beautify the neighborhood, there's nothing like having a florist and garden center that knows the neighborhood. Johnson's Florist and Garden Centers, with 3 DC area locations, and on the web at johnsonsflorists.com. For more than 80 years, your neighborhood garden experts.
There are a lot of channels on your TV, but only so many you want to watch. What if you could pay for the types of channels you want, and not the ones you don't? Now, Fios brings you a totally new way to customize your TV, starting at $74.99 per month with no annual contract. Get custom TV, including internet and phone, price guaranteed for 2 years. Or get $300 back in free DVR service for 1 year with a 2-year agreement. Hurry, offer ends June 8th. Go to getfios.com. Cable just gives you channels. Fios gives you choice.
Hurry to the new VCF Mattress Shop at Value City Furniture for Memorial Day mattress deals. Save up to $300 instantly on any iComfort or iSeries Queen mattress set, or up to $600 off select adjustable base sets. Only at Value City Furniture.
One writer described this building as the world's tallest bullseye. Do you feel like that when you're up here?
No, I feel like it's the middle finger, New York's middle finger.
That is so
my
New
new
York.
hero right there.
Yeah. That is so New York. Middle finger or a metaphorical fist bump. We get the message. It's a wonderful, amazing place. And it's all about moving forward and looking ahead. And you feel that when you're in this building.
I like how Anderson said it's like a building of strength. Yeah. And I think that's the right way to think about it.
Makes you feel proud to be here. Welcome back to CBS This Morning from the new One World Observatory that's operated by Legends. It's high above Lower Manhattan. And coming up in this half hour, more of Charlie's interview with what's George Clooney really like, Charlie?
We'll find out.
Okay. He's talking to George Clooney. Two hunks together, only on CBS This Morning. The Oscar winner talks about his family, his new wife, and the possibility of having kids. That's ahead.
But right now, it's time to show you some of this morning's headlines. The New York Times says many drivers are using social media while behind the wheel. AT&T polled 2,000 people who own a smartphone and drive once a day. 27% use Facebook while driving, 17% take selfies, and 14% use Twitter. Even my kids were saying yesterday, we're pointing out in the car other people that were on their phones while they were driving. We've got to stop it.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
And you're teaching them already. Don't do that when you get your license. BuzzFeed says that lyrics for many #1 songs are at a 3rd grade reading level. On average, female artists like Carrie Underwood had smarter things to say with a higher reading level, average. Country music had the smartest lyrics. Pop and rock tied, and then coming in last, R&B and hip hop. I take issue with that. And I'm trying to think, what lyrics are they listening to? Because there's some very smart hip hop songs. Yeah. I refuse to believe that one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox now.
Gail, we will stand with you.
Okay, I'm getting off.
USA Today says Amazon has elevated the first woman to one of the company's most coveted roles. Maria Rens has been appointed to the job known as Jeff Bezos' shadow. The position gives her extraordinary access to the CEO. Rens will be at his side in meetings and on trips and serve as his sounding board on big decisions.
I hear she's amazing. I haven't met her. I've heard great things. More than 100 floors below us lies the financial center of the world. While we will never, ever forget 9/11, One World Trade Center stands tall. This skyscraper echoes the area that surrounds the tower, stronger and more vibrant than before. And people who live and work in Lower Manhattan showed us how they're making this part of New York the new heartbeat of an ever-changing city.
When you think of 9/11, you think of the horrors that transpired on that day.
I was there, and I saw the building collapse.
That day was definitely one of the darkest days in my life, as well as probably a lot of other people's lives.
It really took a good year for things to kind of clear up, streets to open up again. Now it's completely different.
When we first started with the rebuilding process, people looked at me and said, Silverstein, you're out of your mind. No one's going to move back here. And I couldn't accept that. As a New Yorker, I couldn't accept it.
For me, here in the construction is the best part of the whole thing. As a union iron worker, I mean, there couldn't have been a better job, a better place to go. This building had so much more meaning than our average building. It's a pretty cool feeling, you know, week after week saying, wow, look, we're 2 more floors higher.
What was
think really wonderful to see was the community come together in a really focused and dedicated way.
This is not only a development for Lower Manhattan, it's for Manhattan itself and for New York City.
We hit a lot of milestones down there when we surpassed the Empire State Building, when we topped off the 105th floor. The Spire for us was like the icing on the cake.
It is a historic morning at New York City's Ground Zero. The top of the spire at One World Trade Center is now in place.
When that went on, it was a very inspiring moment, and it symbolized a lot for New York of rebuilding, to say that we have moved on and that we've done so in a really spectacular way.
When I started, was nobody down here. Nobody lived downtown, maybe 500 people. Today we have 60, probably 80,000 people.
It's vibrant, it's dynamic. It is still the financial capital of the world, but the type of worker here has changed dramatically.
The baby carriages, the parks, the beauty of the parks, the schools, the shops, the stores, the food, everything you want is down here.
This area is not only back, but it's, better than it's ever been. It's safe to say this is a new downtown.
It's been wonderful to watch the whole World Trade Center campus, the whole neighborhood really come back. It's that's already taken its place as an icon in our skyline.
When I was a kid, when I came out of the subway, I was going to work and I couldn't figure out where I was. I always looked up and I saw the Twin Towers and I always knew where downtown was. Now you got the same feeling again. Yeah, I mean, you have One World Trade Center. No matter where you are, you just got to look up and you can figure out where downtown is.
Wow.
It is gorgeous
Every
indeed.
time,
It does feel like a new downtown.
And you have to remember, though,
Right.
what a remarkable thing it is to come back. Morning. We continue our conversation here at One World Observatory. We'll talk with George Clooney and his wife Amal, human rights lawyer, married nearly 8 months ago. His new movie Tomorrowland opens on Friday. Clooney opened up about his relationship, the idea of kids, and their fight to tackle humanitarian emergencies. Do you ever think about the fact that technology has taken us so far, yet you see things in Sudan and other places where you go and where I go, where there are conflicts that are so passionate in their different views. That is war that never changes. It's conflict that never changes. And nobody's making a difference.
The differences are so incremental. We had great successes with the Darfur movement in 2006, 2005, where we made the word Darfur synonymous with genocide, with atrocities, and made it harder for that to happen. But what happens when you do that is that everybody kind of slaps everybody on the back and goes home and says, well, we took care of that. And of course, it has to be sustained, and it's hard to sustain. I am an optimist, and I think that we will eventually, as a world, slowly figure it out. It just takes a long time, and so I want to be part of the process that says, when you look back on your life and they say, well, what did you do? You want to say, well, I participated.
You're friends with the president?
Sure.
You've said that, and proudly so. Is he doing enough?
Well, that's a good question. Is he doing enough? I don't think anybody can do enough. So the answer would be he isn't, but I don't know any. President Bush did a lot too, and it wasn't enough. It's a long, long process.
It makes a difference to be married to someone who has a really interesting life apart from Hollywood.
Well, the things that she does have great meaning. There are consequences when what she does works and doesn't work, and they're much bigger than the kind of consequences that I deal with on a
human rights, especially
human rights, and
there's a
just
shared
basic.
There's
rights.
a shared passion.
Sure, of course, absolutely. I grew up with that it ingrained in us. I grew up in the child of the '60s, which dealt with all kinds of human rights and civil rights, and everyone felt that you could singularly be a part of something and have an effect on that. She sort of proves it to be true.
I knew her before you did.
I know that. She reminds me of that often.
The one thing that I don't have in my life is children.
Yes.
You ever think about that?
I don't really. I haven't really.
Really never thought about it. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I've thought about it, I suppose, but I haven't really it hasn't been high on my list of. I've been asked it a lot lately because I've gotten married and I'm doing a movie with kids in it.
Yeah.
You should see how creative the way they ask me.
Let me tell you why I ask you though.
Yeah.
You got such a great dad.
Yeah.
And you're so close to him.
Yeah.
You know. That must be a powerful emotion for you.
It is, and I'm really close to my mom too. I'm really close to my family, and so.
Family is important.
Oh yeah, big time. My sister I'm very close to, and I've got a niece and nephew. My nephew was just made prom king.
Prom king?
Prom king from the high school that I went to where I was not named.
Not prom king.
No, I was not.
Yeah.
So.
I was Mr. Joe College though, by the way.
Oh, you were?
Oh yeah, that's better than prom king.
Is this was this at Duke?
Yes, it was. He went to Kentucky where.
Well, I'm a UK
Kentucky.
fan. I'm from Kentucky, and so this year is really hard on me because he's been rubbing it in about Duke.
Kentucky did not make it past the semifinals, did
No, it did not. But we do have more banners hanging than Duke, and that's important.
He's always so charming.
Yeah.
He's so, I like him so much.
I know. I'm so happy that they've found one another, and what an exciting time in their life. Yeah.
I'm going to predict children. George has not spoken to me about anything personal because he said he would never get married, Charlie. He said he's never getting married. That's why I never, ever, ever say never.
All right. Coming up, we've got one more exciting sneak preview for you this morning.
I'm Carter Evans at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California, and I'm about to take a big 120-foot drop on the new Twisted Colossus. This guy says it's one of the most anticipated rides of the summer. So who is he? And why does everyone care what he thinks? I'll tell you, coming up on CBS this morning.
Ooh, indeed. But first, a check of your local weather.
Thanks, Nora. Lots of sunshine today, cool and breezy. It's going to be a nice afternoon, and temperatures will be much cooler than they were yesterday and the day before that even. 63 degrees, winds are just howling out of the northwest, 20 to gusting up to near 25. 68 degrees by lunchtime, and we're going to top out into the mid-70s today, and we'll stay dry. Rain returns in the forecast tomorrow. So the Nats game tonight looks to be dry, cool, and breezy still. Go Nats.
WUSA 9 Weather Terra is proudly sponsored by Johnson's Florist and Garden Centers.
When a drunk driver hit me, I didn't know my case was worth twice as much as what the insurance company was offering. But Ashcraft and Jarrell knew.
What's your case really worth? Call now and find out. Ashcraft and Jarrell, 800-400-1949.
Winter damages fine furs and leather. Our cleaning process gently removes all the dirt, dust, and perspiration from your coat and lining. After cleaning, we replace essential oils to help keep it lustrous and soft, extending its life. Your coat is stored in a climate and humidity-controlled vault for our hot summer months, ready for another cold winter. Protect your investment. Call Garden House Furs for our clean and store specials.
Puerto Rico's healthcare system is on life support, putting 3.5 million Puerto Ricans at risk. It's an outrage. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens and pay the same Medicare taxes, but receive only half the federal healthcare funding as the other 50 states. The headlines tell the story.
Unfair treatment from Washington.
Thousands without medication.
It's a crisis that could imperil the whole economy.
Washington must act now to protect care for 3.5 million U.S. citizens before it's too late.
Right now, Verizon is offering unlimited talk and text, plus 10 gigs of shareable data. Yeah, 10 gigantic gigs for $80 a month and $15 per line. More data than ever for more of what you want on the network that's #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability. So you never have to settle. Now also get $200 when you join and buy a new smartphone. Stop by or visit us online and save without settling, only on Verizon.
24/7, 365, our military serves and protects. It's why during the Memorial Day sales event at your local Ford dealer, military members get special offers on Ford, the vehicles more people buy and buy again. It's a way to say thank you. Now all military members, even retirees and veterans, get $750 military cash on top of 0 for 72 and up to $2,000 cash back for up to $2,750 total cash back. See your local Ford dealer by June 1st.
At H.H. Gregg, get 0 down and 0 interest till January 2018.
Greg's got it.
Now through Memorial Day week, up to 30% off TVs.
Greg's got it.
A 65-inch LED HD TV, just $698. Up to 30% off TVs, plus 0 interest till January 2018. Through Memorial Day week at H.H. Gregg. Top brands, low prices, fast delivery.
Greg's got it.
When a drunk driver hit me, I didn't know my case was worth twice as much as what the insurance company was offering. But Ashcraft and Jarrell knew.
What's your case really worth? Call now and find out. Ashcraft and Jarrell, 800-400-1949.
Can you believe it? It's almost Memorial Day. Well, this weekend is the unofficial start of roller coaster season when theme parks unveil their newest attractions. But this year at Six Flags Magic Mountain outside Los Angeles, what's new is old again. Carter Evans is on board the Twisted Colossus, and he's got a story about a ride and a journalist who lives to ride. Carter, good morning.
Good morning. We were right here last August taking one of the last rides on this iconic all-wooden roller coaster before it closed. But not for good. Six Flags spent the last 9 months rebuilding it into a hybrid, putting the old wood together with new steel. Enthusiasts all over the world can't wait to ride it. But there's one whose opinion matters most. And we're about to hear from him. He turned roller coaster riding into a career. Woo!
If the nearly vertical first drop on Twisted Colossus doesn't take your breath away, the inverted twists and turns that come next will. A wooden roller coaster just isn't supposed to do this, especially one that's been around for more than 36 years. When it opened in 1978, the original Colossus was the tallest and fastest in the world. Its ironclad descendant is this summer's most anticipated new ride, according to Arthur Levine, a coaster connoisseur who rides for a living.
I get to run around the country and the world riding roller coasters and visiting theme parks and going on brand new attractions and going behind the scenes.
It sounds awful.
He writes about the industry for USA Today and About.com, but it's more than a job. It's a passion that began when he was just a kid watching the coasters in Revere Beach, Massachusetts.
I remember sitting on the beach with my grandmother, my mother, and everybody would be facing the ocean and running in and out of the water. I would have my back to the ocean, and I'd be looking at the roller coaster and just be mesmerized by it.
He turned that passion into a profession in 1992 when he started writing syndicated roller coaster reviews. Now he spends much of his time visiting theme parks all over the world. One day it's Disneyland with his family.
Looks like they're getting ready for the parade.
The next, Universal Studios Hollywood.
There's lots of new things on the tour.
So what do your kids think about this job?
They love it.
They've grown up around amusement parks.
They have. And I have 2 boys. My older son, Jeremy, from a very young age, was just sort of a natural-born daredevil. Couldn't wait to get on roller coasters, couldn't wait to meet the height requirement.
But for Dad, having fun is also serious business.
I have deadlines. I have interviews that I have to do. I have photographs that I have to take. I have stories that I have to write with word counts.
Here we go. Arthur's big story this Memorial Day is Twisted Colossus.
Picking up some speed here.
Whoa. The latest hybrid monster in the Six Flags empire. The president of Six Flags Magic Mountain was thrilled when Arthur bestowed most anticipated status on her star attraction.
When he comes and gives his thumbs up, which he does, and sometimes he likes them and sometimes he doesn't like them, but if he gives us thumbs up, you're good as gold.
It feels like you're looking straight down to your...
That's because you are! You are looking straight down! Oh! Oh, man!
Man, that is... Oh!
That's Coaster Nirvana!
Woo! That is like some serious weightlifting.
So your rating for Twisted Colossus?
I have a 5-star rating. I think I'm going to give this a 5. And there aren't that many coasters that I give that to. This has been great.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah, thanks so much.
No problem. All in a day's work.
That's right. That's right.
And you know what? We're about about to take another ride right now. One of the best things about this hybrid coaster is that it combines the old wood with a steel track, so it has the feel of one of those rickety wooden roller coasters, but it can do all the twists and turns that a modern steel coaster can do. Gail, I don't know if we could get you on this, but I'm thinking it's possible we might get Charlie on it.
Oh, I would be there in a second.
You can get Charlie and Nora. That guy behind you is having a blast. That guy's having a good time. Thank you, Carter. You're watching CBS This Morning. We'll be right back. And the guy behind you.
More real news. That's our promise to you. CBS This Morning.
Tonight on WUSA 9, before he hit it big, the king of late night got his big break here in D.C. We've unearthed the video of Dave's first network variety show. See how it all began.
You'll be glad you did.
Tonight on WUSA 9 News at 11.
Your morning means alarms, coffee, traffic, catching up. Best way, the WUSA 9 morning team. The people, the stories, the energy. Now morning means the WUSA 9 morning team.
Car shoppers are always looking for an edge. And at Oarsman Ford Lincoln, you'll save more with our Memorial Day KBB trade-in event. You'll get a great price and save even more with 120% of Kelley Blue Book value for your trade. Plus, there's $1,500 in bonus extras with Oarsman's Lifetime Edge. And during our Memorial Day trade-in event, get 0% for 60 months on our best-selling Fords. Visit us today or go to OarsmanVA.com.
Oarsman Ford Lincoln with our Lifetime Edge. Let's ride together.
I've had a tremor my entire life. I couldn't put makeup on. I couldn't work in the garden. I tried the medications, but DBS was the answer.
Margaret underwent deep brain stimulation to control her essential tremor.
To me, MedStar Georgetown University Hospital was the answer. DBS surgery gave me my life back, and it's been wonderful.
I was used for an oil change.
Someone used me to renew their license.
To help the in-laws move.
I was used for traffic court. If we're not used in the next month,
We're going to expire.
Come on, people! Don't your vacation days deserve better? Treat them right with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like Sundays in the Park.
The federal government surveillance program has collected records on nearly every American's phone calls, emails, your most private moments. Without a warrant, without cause, and without your permission. Right at this moment.
So we've got your test results back
and this moment. The courts have ruled the government call surveillance program illegal, but the NSA hasn't stopped. When they invade your privacy, they've gone too far. Tell Washington, protect our privacy.
Everybody who made it possible, including the crew, and to New York On Air for this morning's aerial coverage, and legends who operates One World Observatory. We will see you tomorrow on CBS This Morning.
Take
Bye.
it easy. Bye.
40 years. 6 generations. One feeling. Here's to the original sports sedan. The BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry into your BMW Center and lease a BMW sedan for $349 a month, with 0 down for a limited time only.
Your TV and your internet. Experience the two together like never before with this special offer from Xfinity. Only $79.99 a month. Only Xfinity from Comcast gives you the X1 entertainment operating system with the cloud-based X1 DVR. So now anything you record is available on all your devices. Combine that with the fastest in-home Wi-Fi and get the most out of your entertainment. Get the X1 Triple Play for only $79.99 a month for 12 months and get internet speeds up to 105 megabits per second. Plus, act now and get $100 back. Call or visit Comcast.com today.
Not one, not two, but 10 bedrooms at only $9.99 each.
And not half a bedroom like you'll find at those other stores. You get the dresser, mirror, chest, queen bed, even a nightstand. The whole shebang.
10 8-piece bedrooms for only $9.99. Choose the style that's right for you.
Traditional, transitional, contemporary, country cottage, even Italian lacquer.
Quality, choice, and untouchable value. That's what My Bob's Discount Furniture is all about.
This is amazing.
I love this car.
Real people are discovering surprising things at Chevy.
This is a road trip car.
We're sold. It's so pretty.
They're good-looking cars.
It feels great.
Perfect. This is not what I would expect from a Chevy at all.
Get more than you expect for less than you imagined at the Chevy Memorial Day sale going on now. Get cash back for 15% of the MSRP on select 2015 models in stock the longest. That's almost $3,700 on this Chevy Malibu. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good morning, I'm Nick Giovanni. Prepare yourself for a cool, windy day, the whole shebang. Here's Allison with the forecast.
It's all in there, the whole shebang. Here we go. Lots of sunshine, breezy today, and the humidity has dropped, so it just feels so much better out there, unless you're a humidity fan. 64 degrees, and it's going to head up to the mid-70s today. We're dry until tomorrow. A couple of showers, especially farther south, and we'll be dry and pleasant right through your holiday weekend. All right, Larry, good morning.
Good morning, Allison. Of course, good morning to you guys at home. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Want to let you know, no major issues around the Beltway right now. We are free and clear throughout much of the area. Again, just volume delays for those of you that are going to be heading into town, mainly on DC 295. A live look right now shows you how things are shaping up on I-395 this morning. For those of you going to be heading toward the 14th Street Bridge, this is actually the Beltway right here at River Road. Just volume on the inner loop this morning. Nick, let's send it over to you.
Well, here are some things we're following today. This afternoon, the Montgomery County School Board is expected to name an interim superintendent. The appointee will serve for the upcoming school year. Joshua Starr, you may remember the former superintendent, resigned under pressure earlier this year. Meanwhile, tonight, the Alexandria City Council is set to vote on the future location of the Potomac Yard Metro Rail Station. The proposed site is east of the existing Potomac Yard Retail Center. And you'll have another chance to see some of the Navy's best pilots performing in mid-air. This afternoon, the Blue Angels perform a free show at the Naval Academy. That starts at 2 p.m. Well, join us for the news at noon. We'll see you then.
When I got hurt bad at work, the boss offered me a third of what my case was really worth, until I called Ashcraft and Jarrell.
What's your case really worth? Call now and find out. Ashcraft and Jarrell, 800-400-1949.
Announcing the Summers on Us sales event from Kia. It's our best offer of the year. We'll make your first 3 monthly payments, plus 0% financing for up to 66 months on the sporty Optima and the high-tech Forte. Both backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So hurry in to your Kia retailer today. The first 3 payments on us, plus 0% financing for up to 66 months, only at the Kia Summers on Us sales event.
Come to Nova First. By coming to Nova First, you can live your dream through the Guaranteed Admission Agreements program. As a Nova graduate, you are offered guaranteed admission to a variety of 4-year universities when you meet the requirements between Nova and that university. The Guaranteed Admission program at Nova helps put you on the right path towards a successful and fulfilling career. For more information on Guaranteed Admission Agreements, visit our website at nvcc.edu/GAA.
You're finally here. Long way from the Sandlot. First game in the majors? You don't know ARP, because this family is enjoying a cross-country baseball stadium trip they planned online at AARP Travel. It's where your journey begins with inspiration, planning, booking, and hot travel tips from real pros. If you don't think seize the trip when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Find more surprising possibilities and get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Like your skin, your fine furs and leathers can be damaged by cold, salt, rain, and snow. Protect your investment with our expert cleaning, conditioning, and storage. We'll remove all the dirt, dust, and perspiration, replacing essential oils to keep it lustrous and soft, extending its life. Your coat is stored in a climate and humidity-controlled vault, protected from our hot summer months. Protect your investment. Call Garden House Furs for our clean and store specials today.
Not 30,
Not 20, just 13. The Memorial Day sales event at your local Ford dealer is on. 13 days to get an amazing deal on Ford, the vehicles more people buy and buy again. Now get 0% financing for 72 months and up to $2,000 cash back. Plus, all military members, even retirees and veterans, get $750 military cash for up to $2,750 total cash back. Hurry to your local Ford dealer by June 1st.
When I got hurt bad at work, the boss offered me a third of what my case was really worth, until I called Ashcraft and Jarrell.
What's your case really worth? Call now and find out. Ashcraft and Jarrell, 800-400-1949.
Let the games begin. Experience the power, the passion, and the pageantry of medieval times. Tickets starting at $30.95 at Medieval Times.